Hello everybody, Tarek37 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. Let's see.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
So, this is, just got a plasma torch, just bashed open the door, just got a vibro cutter. Fun fact, at least when I played Knights of the Old Republic 2, the first time I played Knights of the Old Republic 2 on the Xbox, the vibro cutter was just a vibro blade. A vibro blade is just basically a sword that vibrates when you stab someone with it, or try and cut someone with it. It's just a better version of a sword. Vibro cutter, let me read the description. Used for carving asteroid rock, and it can double as a melee weapon if necessary. It's really not supposed to be used as a melee weapon, but you know, when droids are attacking. By the way, droids are attacking. Spam flurry. I will spam flurry. Yeah, it can be used as a weapon in times of great need, as can this mining laser, which for some reason this droid drops, and only this droid. Isn't RPG logic funny? Let's see, two more. One. Oh, this is one of the few times when he's not immediately on the other side of the door. Yeah. So the reason it's taking me so long to get the next episode posted is because, well, for one thing, I messed up the recording. Like, I muted my mic at one point and forgot to turn it back on, and then the next time I tried to record, the game was no longer running in full screen. It was no longer running in windowed mode. It was running in full screen mode. And on top of that, my saves were, for some reason, not available in full screen mode. And none of my changes were. Like, I can take screenshots now, which is cool. But, you know, not that I can't do that in full screen mode because you're not supposed to be able to do this in full screen. Alright, emergency hatch.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Kreia? There is only silence. Yep. Actually, it's been so long I need to check my skills. Oh, security tunnel, I forgot you had that. Okay, let's see. 3 in computer use, 0 in demolition, 0 in stealth, 6 in awareness, 6 in persuasion, 4 in repairing, 0 in security, and 6 in treating injuries. Well, better bash this thing open. Yeah, in this game they added, in the first Knights of the Old Republic game, you could bash stuff open without worrying about anything. In this game, whenever you bash stuff open, you run the risk of damaging stuff inside. I don't know what was inside that thing other than the ion grenades, which ion grenades are very important for the next little challenge. Okay. Check security records, and I will shut up during these so you all can enjoy them yourself. Hold on.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, Corder. Listen up, because I'm not going to say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is going to take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out. And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Corda and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives. So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I can just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot. I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped. I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them. I installed an override.
God damn it.
I doubt whoever's...
Sorry. This is one of those things that's going to be happening now because of the... It's just... kind of annoying. But, yep. So, droids went crazy, started killing people.
Be careful. There is much energy in the world beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Crap, what?
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Yep. They say save the game, I shall do it. Also, saving often is like the thing that role-playing games tend to ask you to do, because all it takes is one screw up. And grenade.
You hear? It is fate, but it is then.
I feel strange, like the sedatives are wearing off.
It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
But it doesn't feel like it did. It feels like it's coming from a great distance.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come, I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Yay, level 1. Now for sensitive and an unarmed specialist. Let's see. Persuasion, awareness, treating injuries, and repair. And the first force power, which should logically be stun droid, since that's what we're going to be running across. And do some artful acrobatics while trying to break open this footlocker. That always frustrates me when he misses, because it's like, it's right there, it's not moving, how can you miss? How can that do nothing? There, opened. And stealth field generator, which I can't use because I have no experience using one of these things. So. But luckily, I know how to do this with which hopefully, if I do it fast enough, shouldn't get hit at all. And more broken items. Yeah, this is... If I seem kind of bored by this part, it's because I've played this part so many times. I've played this game a lot. This is one of the few games that I've played from beginning to end more than once for each ending, because there's a light side ending and there's a dark side ending. I've done it at least twice. And just run. Ow, ow, ow. I'm getting burnt. Run. Administration console. Control override. And... yay. Now all the droids have been shut down. Yep. And now it's time to start. Let's see. Scavenge it. And... okay, good. Check last received commands. Switch mining for... yay! Yeah, there are actually 3 different skills in play that have effects there. Computer, repair, and then demolitions, where you can do a number of things with demolitions. You can just set a non-lethal charge and destroy it so that you can just get by it. Or you can... use demolitions to have it explode for actual damage in 3 seconds. Basically turn into a 3-second time bomb. And just gonna do all this. Components are used to make non-medpack grenade stuff. So like with components you can make repair parts, you can make computer spikes, you can make swords, blasters, upgrade components, anything. Yeah, this whole thing's kind of become second nature to me. Scavenge, Try to avoid the cutscene there until I'm ready. I already got this one, didn't I? Okay, yeah, I did. And there's 2 more up here. And supply cylinder. I think it's we usually call it a plasteel cylinder. Let's see. Well, I've turned all the droids to defend us, and then I scavenge them for any components. So I think that'll be it for this episode. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.